can't see. Hey there, hold on. Mine's right here.
Hey.
Hey there. She's pulling the puppy out right now. Is it dead?
I don't know yet. Okay, is that why you cut the live stream?
We'll have to redo in a second.
I don't think it's alive.
He's still alive?
I said I don't think so. No, it's dead. It didn't make it. It came out breech.
Where's it moving? It's not moving. I thought it was moving.
Damn, that sucks.
You're alive, by the way, again.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, Rachel, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Is the puppy okay?
No, he's dead.
It was breech. Huge puppy.
It's all black one too.
Yeah. Didn't you guys say you could like bring him back? How did you guys do it? Or he was out of the.
We rub him. You just get him in a towel and you just rub him as hard as you can. And I mean, it'll. Sometimes it can take you 45 minutes. So it's really something you really have to put work in. I would clear them out first.
You ready to do it?
I would put them in a towel and just start rubbing.
Here, you need a new towel.
Stimulating, kind of turn him downwards when you're rubbing.
Yeah,
rub.
There's a lot of blood coming out of the mouth. Oh man, so limp. And the umbilical cord was already cut.
Put some effort into it and see if you can bring him back, you know?
Yeah.
It's worth a try. But I would get as much fluid and blood out as you can and then just keep rubbing.
Okay. Damn.
Let me see what there.
Oh, that sucks.
No.
Come on. Do we have a turkey? A turkey base?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me put it on video call.
Okay. Here, let me go on there real quick.
Do you ever put any air in the nose?
You can try. Definitely try it. I think it's more so the mouth. You can get the mouth and get them breathing out of their nose. But I would try to get as much fluid out as possible and just rub.
Somebody said to use a turkey baster. Should we do that?
We don't have.
You don't have a suction bowl?
I don't know. I don't think so. Actually, I think ours broke.
Oh, well, yeah, get a turkey baster.
So much blood coming out of his nose, girl.
Let me see what a turkey baster is.
Come on, come back. Come back.
If we have a turkey baster, let me see.
That sucks.
It's quite the big puppy too.
Yeah, it's huge puppy, girl.
Is that a male or?
Yep, huge black dog. Come on, come back.
I'll still try. It's worth the effort.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
It's a
It's a
brindle?
black brindle, yeah.
Oh, black brindle.
Come on, dude, come back. Come back. Come back.
Maybe tap his back too. Do some tapping. Do aggressive rubbing. You want to kind of let gravity help release the fluid. So definitely tilt him. Her suction broke. Her ball broke. Yeah, I think she may try to blow in his mouth.
I need to figure out how to put this back together. Our thing isn't working.
No, I don't know, girl. I don't think he's coming back.
Here, I have this one.
I'm going to try to go on video call again. I want to see the puppy.
Okay, let me see. Here. It says that I can't video call you. It says I can't receive calls at this time. Somebody said you need to shake him, swing him.
Yeah, I tried to do the swing, but no, it's just not. It's not like I've seen them have a lot of fluid. Let me see the. Let me see that thing.
Baster?
Come on, come back, come back, come back. Come on. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Mm-mm. Come on, come back, come back.
There's a video on it.
Okay, so now let's try it one more time.
Okay.
I think it's gonna let me down.
Yes. There we go. Swipe up to answer. There we go. Okay, let me turn it over. Oh no, I think it. Okay, good. It didn't. Let me turn you up. I can't hear you. She said tilt him a little bit more. I can't hear you too well. Yeah, it's a big puppy. What is it? Let me see. I wonder if I can turn it up. Because I cannot hear very well. Let's see. I wonder if it's. No, everything's turned up. Huh. Is there more blood coming out of the nose? Yeah, there is. Right now there's a lot of blood.
Yeah. See the blood come out of the nose?
Yeah, there's a lot of blood coming out of the nose. She said, is his tongue getting pink?
I can't tell.
Let's see his tongue. There's more. No, it's not. Is it blood anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, there's still some more blood.
Does he need more warmth? Should we put a heat lamp on him more? A little bit more heat. Let me turn off this fan for a second. Mm-hmm. Is his tongue pink? I think his tongue is pink. I don't think he's been gone for very long. Yeah, I've got that. Suction. Towards the back of the throat.
Okay, get her set on the nose. It's not getting anything.
It's not getting anything, she said.
Mm-mm.
There's no fluid back there?
Damn, dude. That's what Nicole does, but coming out of the nose. Come on back.
What is that noise?
I don't know. Not him.
It says that you can put your fingers over the puppy's chest behind their legs. Then gently press down rapidly, giving your puppy small breaths every 15 to 20 seconds.
So, right there. Like that?
It said like towards the rear legs.
Rear legs.
So, like right there? Or right?
Yeah, no, I think about right there.
I don't know, girl.
Does Bella have any interest at all? Bella.
She saw him. I think she knew.
Who's this?
Oh, that sucks.
You keep on pushing, Bella. Here, I'll try a few. I don't know if it's possible. Can you still see? Okay. What do his gums look like?
White.
White.
I mean, he wasn't moving whenever he was being born. I could kind of tell then his color of his feet was really bad. Come on. It sucks.
Person say calling pup super anxious about trying to live. Making certain the pup is not breathing on their own. Next, clear her airway. There, hold the puppy head downward to allow gravity to move drain fluid from the mouth. Throat and lungs. Use a suction bulb to carefully remove any fluids from the airway. Begin being sure not to traumatize the fragile tissue in the back of the throat. Do not swing the puppy as this can result in brain trauma. Next, you'll need to breathe for the pup. Give 2 or 3 little puffs of air into the puppy's mouth and nose. In order to do this, your mouth needs to close around the puppy's mouth and nose. Do not give large breaths, as the puppy's lungs can be easily damaged. Give enough of a breath to see the puppy's chest rise. Be aware that some diseases, such as bronchitis, can result in death. Check for a heartbeat. Feel the chest wall between your fingers. No heartbeat. Or 10 seconds per minute. Stop chest compression every 6 seconds or 10 times per minute to give the pups breaths. Each minute, check for a heartbeat and breathing. If the heart is beating slowly, stimulate the puppy by rubbing them vigorously but carefully with a towel and turning her over in your hands. It also be found that massaging the groin area, in particular, stimulating the puppy needs stimulation and needs to give a few breaths of air in order for it to live. Continue to work for the puppy for 20 minutes to see if it can be saved. If the heart is not beating, continue CPR for about 5 minutes. If the puppy is not alive and active by then, it is unlikely the puppy will be saved. Oh, sorry, you can't see me. Oh, the fluid we were seeing earlier in the day.
I hate to give up.
So there, and then pressing gently on the chest. Such a big puppy too.
All right.
Oh, I see. Bella seems confused. Yeah. Okay, don't worry, Bella. I got it. Don't worry. Oh, she does not want me with her puppy.
Yeah, we need to wait until she has another one.
Oh, that's all right.
All right, how about?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or she has room.
Yeah.
Alright. The reason I don't want to remove it right away is because, can you fix that? Because I want her to be able to kind of do some of the mothering stuff that
stimulates the other ones to be
just
born.
for her own sake, her own hormones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already been 20 minutes since the puppy was born.
Mm-hmm.
They said not to swing it because it can cause brain damage, and she did try to swing it for a while. Which that's not like the problem here, but somebody said to do that, but they did. No, I don't think he was born sleeping. There's no air. Like there's no.
So what they mean by that is that it was born dead.
Yeah.
It's bad now.
What? The dog barking? Mm-hmm. You ready? Where do you want me to?
Same place you put the fish, honey.
Okay.
I'm sorry, honey. I know.
I know. My poor baby. I know. It's always sad. It's not what we want.
It's hard to know what to do in this situation because I know that she's looking for it right now. But, and I don't want to stress her out from that, you know?
Yeah, is she looking for him?
Mm-hmm. Give me one of my phones, will you?
Where's the other one at? Is that out here? Do you know where you put it? Your iPhone?
Mm-mm.
It should be. I guess it's not in here. It's not underneath you.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Oh, it's right here.
Mm-mm.
Preacher was not happy about that.
But what?
About seeing the puppy.
He saw it?
Yeah, he did. He was like right in front of the door, so I brought the puppy out. And thank you, Murda. And he was smelling the puppy. And then he saw me doing you know what. He was not okay with that.
I wonder why they're all barking.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Anne.
Preachers, cut it out. Go to bed.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Tyler. Somebody asked, is the size a factor of what happened?
No, the fact that he came out breech is the problem.
Should we give her some ice cream?
No, not with her upset stomach. Not all puppies that are born, like the majority of Blondie's puppies were born breech. So, that's not necessarily, the worst thing in the world, but it is associated with a higher mortality. Mm-mm.
Yeah, somebody said the cord was not attached, so it was oxygen.
Yeah, I had a feeling that he was oxygen deprived. Everybody pray if you can. If you don't pray, please send us positive vibes. She needs some puppies to take care of. You could tell she has a really great mother instinct, and
Typical time frame between each puppy can be up to like an hour, right?
she's already working on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make me some spearmint tea?
Mm-hmm.
I'm nauseous.
We're not gonna do that. That's just giving an animal a name means that it's like there's a meaning behind giving an animal a name, and you don't give an animal that you're gonna bury a name. Putting that out there for you guys. Personally, for us, because giving an animal a name means you're attached to it in some way or form.
Mm-mm.
She's still working on that one. Here you go.
Will you put some sugar in it for me?
Yeah, how much sugar do you want in it?
Just to make it sweet. Thank you, Gizmo. I'll feel a lot better once we have, the next cup. And hopefully he'll be alive.
Okay, that's sweet. I don't know if it's too sweet. I hope it's not. You got it, belladonna. Is she pushing?
I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. Will you take this?
Is it too sweet? Okay. You got it, belladonna. You're a good girl. You got it. You bird out those good puppies? You seen anything yet?
There it is.
You see
I
it
see it.
at first, or?
I can't see it, but I can see it coming through. Here, get this. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So just grab it. Grab it.
Yeah.
Good girl. Good girl. Please be alive.
Can you hear from?
Please be alive. Come on. Be alive. Be alive. Oh, it's alive. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Alright.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We got our first live puppy, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Whew. This one was head first.
Jesus, people are really spamming the comments here. It's got to be right. Thank you, Murda Clips and.
Give me some more towels, please.
Okay. Here. You want these ones, the microfiber?
Whichever is fine. I kind of like these ones.
Okay, the painter ones. It's nice and good. It's alive. It's alive.
Yeah.
Where's the towels? Is it a female or is it a male?
I'll let her kind of, I want her to do a thing.
I'll have these right here for you. Thank you, Amy.
Looks like a fawn puppy.
A fawn?
It looks like it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all these puppies have been sold. What gender are we looking at so far?
Looks to be a fawn female.
Thank you, Karen. She's supposed to eat the placenta. It's not gross.
There's a lot of carbon on that puppy.
A lot of carbon?
Carbon is like the black
Mm.
on the body. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely a fawn.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Wow, pretty.
Make sure we get all that fluid out.
76, she threw a blondie. Yes, do keep on praying for the rest of the litter. It is crying, kind of. Y'all just can't really hear it.
Good girl. You're being so careful. What a good mama.
Is he drinking?
She was looking like she wanted to, so I was trying to help her kind
Or
of
she?
find.
Yeah.
I was trying to help her find. Because the sooner that she finds a nipple and starts nursing, the better it's going to be for belladonna. The puppy is kind of having a hard time finding a nipple. Come on. Come on. Oh, well, I guess she'll figure it out. Is anybody asking any questions?
No, not yet. I'm looking right now. So I said, can somebody explain the fawn color? Is it just a really light brown? It's like a blonde on a person, like somebody who's blonde with a black mask.
Oh, where are you going? Come back over here.
We will show you the puppy in a little bit. It needs to get some food and needs to come sleep and stuff like that. See if anybody else has some questions. So we said, how are you doing?
I'm still really sad because of the puppy that we lost. I hate losing puppies. I don't understand why it is that every single litter that I've had so far, I've always lost one puppy. And it's hard for me because I hate losing any puppy, you know what I mean? And I don't know why, but I take it as a failure on my part for some reason, which I know that I shouldn't because it's nothing that I had control over. But it's just really hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a tough one. And so, I'm very thankful to have this puppy. And, you know, it's a very beautiful thing, but it's just, I'd like to be able to have a litter where I don't lose any.
I mean, technically, well, no, never mind. I was going to say the last litter, but never mind.
I will say she's being an absolutely amazing mother so far. She's,
We're not going to give her any ice cream right now because she has an upset stomach.
yeah, she's being really careful about where she places her feet. She's watching, she's been kind of positioning herself to help the puppy nurse. Those are all really great signs. And so I'm really happy to see that.
People calling them Kanye Corso puppies. They want me to tilt the camera down to show you. It's kind of hard because of the way that the camera is positioned.
You can move it back and then point it down.
Yeah, let me do that. Hold on, you guys. Let's do this. And then I do. What the heck? Is that as far as it's going to go down?
I think so, yeah.
I think I can, like. Hold on, you guys. Let's see if I can, like. Nope, that's just going to tilt it more up. I wonder if I can, like. I would show you guys, but Babe's eating quite a bit right now.
No, she's not nursing yet.
Oh, she's not? She's just breathing? Is she trying?
She's trying.
I was like, what is she saying?
It's not from a lack of effort. She is trying.
I wonder if I can. I don't want to necessarily pick her up because I don't want to like belladonna freak out.
Yeah, I would just leave belladonna be right now.
She did not want me touching her last puppy.
Yeah.
She's not okay with me touching her puppies. We're not that close. I get it. She's like, we know that she is my midwife. Got you. You're not able to show the baby the nipple, or do they not care?
I tried to, but sometimes they fight it.
So,
Sometimes it's better for them to just find it on their own.
yeah, I'm sorry you guys can't see. We will show you the baby in a little bit, but I can't really tilt that camera very down. Somebody asked if it also happened to pit bulls, the stillborns.
No, I never lost any when I was dealing with pit bulls. I lost some after the fact. I had females that laid on them, but I didn't ever have any that were born dead. Come on, little puppy. Here. Don't lick the face. I'm trying to give him the milks. Here.
People say, you're amazing and you've done nothing wrong. You're amazing.
Come on. Come on. Open your mouth. And here, take the nipple. Here, take the nipple. I'm trying. I guess she'll take it in time. Will you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of move this? Maybe I can do it. You're a good girl. Shh, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
I've never heard of dogs eating their pups. Have you?
Yeah, they will. I mean, a bad mother will. Not all of them. It's not super common, but it can happen. My baby.
Is fawn brindle a thing?
My baby. My baby.
My mom does have her tea, you guys. I know you guys keep on yelling at me to give her her tea. But my mom does have tea. Mama, can you show them your tea once you're done with that?
My baby. It's up there.
Do you want me to hand you your tea?
Yes, that'd be great.
So everybody keeps on screaming at me, give your mom her tea. And you'd be like, whoa, bro. I thought you even had your tea. Here's your tea. Everybody here's her tea.
Oh,
And cute little baby. You're a good mom, at least you are. She's so
I think that Batista is like a fawn brindle. Like,
Really?
like he has a very light, like he has a lot, he's basically a light base with striping on top, which is, I think, what most people are talking about whenever they say a,
The one. Look at
right.
a fawn brindle.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not discussing prices like Spezzatura said right now. Because everybody's like, oh, I want to buy one right now. I want to buy one right now. I mean, yeah, kind of. I would say yeah. Right? Batista's around that color.
Yeah, similar, yeah.
It's currently 12:30. Everybody asking.
You want to lay down? You want to lay down?
Okay, that should be working now. No, that's not a tattoo of a turtle. That's 2 orca whales. Thank you, DJ. Somebody asked if she's contracting.
Looks like it.
Yes, they are tribal orcas.
They're from the Haida.
Sylvan, that's not the kind of questions we should technically be asking. There's a reason I keep on deleting it. Thank you, Karen. Rachel, what's the best birthday gift you ever received? Perhaps a happy story to go with it to ease some of your tension you're carrying. You found some really good stuff on Reese, right?
I don't know.
Have you ever gotten a dog for your birthday before? Or didn't you get a car once?
A car for my birthday.
I thought you got a car. Like you bought.
Who would have bought me a
I
car?
don't know. I thought you bought yourself a car. Like
I don't think that birthday presents you buy yourself count.
I mean, you got a gift from Reese this year, right?
The Alexa was for Christmas.
But I thought the other thing, the
Egyptian figurine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like I guess, if I'm being honest, I haven't, like, what I got from Reese is probably one of the bigger things because I don't have any, like, I don't have, like, family.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't ever.
And I haven't really, like, taken the time to save up money to buy her anything. I will.
Yeah.
Don't worry. She'll have good gifts. Y'all guys are gonna ask her in, like, 3 years.
And my ex never, like, got me anything either. Like,
Maybe, like, roses.
yeah, he would, like, we would go out to eat, which is, like, something we always did. So, yeah.
What about whenever you were younger? Did you ever get any birthday gifts you really liked?
I was in foster care, so they don't give you, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get much.
Let's see another question. Somebody said I was in foster care as well. Somebody said, we're speaking from experience. I always enjoy the gifts I get myself. Somebody said, you're lucky to get a good home, let alone gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that didn't need to be hidden. Somebody hid it.
I will say that, like, Mad Mortigan was kind of like a gift. He wasn't a birthday gift. He was a gift, but I did get him
Near your birthday.
Around my birthday.
Somebody said all your exes live in Texas.
Yeah, yes they do.
All my exes live in Texas.
I was never good about choosing men that like to spoil their women, so I never got any of those big gifts that a lot of women get whenever they get with men like that.
She said, I know what her best gift is. It's Savannah. I was born after her birthday, I think. Right?
Yep.
I was born after her birthday.
May.
So technically, I'm not a birthday gift. Technically. I was still, like, I was not birthed yet. I was still being conceived. Right.
But I will say that whenever I had Savannah, I remembered thinking to myself, how I couldn't believe that she was mine. When they brought her out, I was like, I almost wanted to, like, second guess and be like, are they sure this one's mine? And I, like, checked the wristband because she didn't look like what I thought she would look like. You know, she had these, like, glowing blue eyes. They were almost purple. And this absolutely, like, super pale blonde hair. And she was so pretty. Not all babies are pretty. But she was very pretty.
Did I have my baby chubs?
I just remembered, like, thinking that she looked like a little...
Whoa, Anthony, that is not a good question to ask.
I thought she looked like a little angel. So...
We do not ask questions like that here. I'm pretty sure they were the one asking if I had a boyfriend before. Now they're asking you questions that are inappropriate. It's wrong. We don't do that. Thank you to the moderators. People said, I moved here to Texas and most of you guys have accents. I don't know. If you go to Austin, Dallas, Houston, people don't have accents.
We have accents.
Really?
You just can't hear it.
Some people have deeper accents than others. Yeah. Your packages have shipped. Pet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
Another one?
She found a nipple. Yay. That's what I like to see. That's very important because that'll help belladonna with her labor.
Somebody said I'm going to have a home birth, so I know for sure the kid is mine. That rarely happens, I think, that people have kids that aren't theirs. And I do look like my mom.
Yeah, she does look like me, there's no doubt.
It's not like I'm just some random baby that popped up in her arms. She's like, all right, I'm okay. Psst. The cat's about to sit on the cute.
Yeah, it's like, I'll take this one.
Yep. Thank you, Kelly. And they said, what other names did you consider naming Savannah? Sierra. Alicia, thank you.
Yeah, I thought about naming her Sierra.
Which is funny because one of my friends growing up was named Sierra, and her mom almost named her Savannah.
Yeah. And then I saw some rap singer named Sierra, and I was like, nope. I was like, I'm not going to name her Sierra.
I think that was the only one, was it? Just Sierra, or was there any other names?
Just Savannah and Sierra.
She named me Savannah because it was like a powerful name.
I wanted a feminine name, a very feminine name, but I also wanted it to be strong. I feel like Savannah
Thank you, Heather
is
Reese.
a strong female name.
He said, I was born and raised in Texas and moved to Montana 20 years ago. So, like, all my exes are in Texas.
Yeah. What's funny is I'm moving to Tennessee, and like that's the part of the song. All my exes live in Texas. That's why I lay my head in Tennessee.
So funny about Sierra, I like that one too, but went with Celeste. I really like the name Celeste. I always said if I had a daughter, I would name her Rain, but like, you know how you like reign over something rather, not like rain, but like R.
Oh God.
How do you spell it?
You give that girl a complex.
What?
My name is Rain, like not like the rain outside, but like a queen reign.
Like I reign over all of you guys. She would though. She would.
My mother named me Rain because she knew that I was a queen. Yes, queen.
I reign over all of you guys. But she would reign over everybody. She'd tell, excuse me. And she would own like a dog like Cashmere.
Yeah, she would be reigning over you too, girl.
And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I knew it. I cursed you.
And I would be laughing. I would be like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for getting her back. Thank you, Jesus. And you'd be calling me for help. And I'd be like, well, good luck.
Somebody said that she would be an e-girl.
Yeah. The new version of e-girl, whatever that's going to be.
Rain, but that's going to be a while from now. I'm not talking about having a baby right now, you guys. Mama would flip out. She'd be like, Savannah! I ain't looking to have no babies right now, you guys. We got puppy babies. Somebody said in the club's making it rain.
Oh, see, exactly. Exactly.
Sierra Rain. No, it would be like Rain Haddock. Or I guess we could change. I don't know. Mama says if I do it right, it will have a different last name because I'll be married.
That's right. If you do it right.
She says you get married and then you have your baby. But you know what? You should still love your baby. And everything, even if you're not married. Just like Mama does.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye Corso. Savannah's name backward is Hanavas. Hanavas.
Hanavasa.
No, every single okay. I can't even tell you how many people since the song Havana came out. People are like Savannah Unana. I left my heart, or however the lyric is for that song. I'm just like, that's not my name. Like my name's not Havana. It's Savannah. You didn't think about Hannah as a name?
Mm-mm.
I know a lot of Hannahs. She said, you ever had a mama dog attack her babies after they were born? No.
No.
Nirvana Unana. Oh gosh. Kanye Corso and Kanye West. Or Kanye West. Good lord. Savannah, aka Princess Banana Foots. I don't get it. Where'd that come from? Banana Foots? I don't think Mom was thinking about names if I was a boy. Were you? So you checked my gender before I was born?
Mm-hmm. I didn't have the luxury of not knowing. I had to know what you were.
What? Why?
Because I had to buy things before you were born so that I would have everything you needed. I couldn't just go buy it all at once. Now, when you have money, then you can do that. I mean, you can buy like ambiguous stuff, like, but there's really not a lot of that. You know what I mean? Like, there's pink and then there's blue. You know what I mean? There's girl stuff and then there's boy stuff. There's very little stuff that isn't, you know, like, that's very ambiguous in that way.
Now, if they didn't do that, it'd be a lot easier, but, you know.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, stuff as simple as, like, gosh, what is it called? Like, sippy cups and stuff like that can be, like, blue and pink and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I don't like the name Heaven. Nobody talked about it.
Yeah, no. I don't either.
Like, you can do Grace and you can do, like...
Grace is pretty. I like Grace.
I knew a Grace.
Grace is pretty.
I knew a Grace and I knew a, what was the other one's name?
And then I could yell at you every time, Savannah, give me Grace.
Here you go.
Well, it would have to be, actually, your name would be Grace, so it would have to be Grace.
No, if I had, like, a daughter
Can I get some Grace?
No, if I had a daughter named Grace, you guys, Savannah, bring me Grace.
Yeah. Let me see my baby Grace. Because you're going to be needing some Grace.
Yeah, somebody said F the gender roles, which is like the pink and the blues and stuff like that. Like, I guess if you want to color your baby's name, like, you want to color their room pink and stuff like that.
I used to say that I wouldn't do that stuff. I used to say that I wouldn't because I hated the color pink. And I used to say I wouldn't do that. But Savannah looked so cute in pink that I definitely played into that stuff big time.
Gosh, you should have seen, y'all guys should have seen my room when I was really little.
It was like, power to the pink.
Somebody said, there's been multiple people now say Grace is my middle name.
Yeah.
I know more than too many people with the last name, or the middle name Grace. Somebody said pink is a vile color.
I used to think so.
I mean, you don't really like wearing pink.
I do now. Yeah, I have a lot of pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of pink sweaters. In the wintertime, I wear pink. Not in the summertime because I have rosacea. And so I have naturally a lot of pink in my face. So when it's hot, like, I get red. And so there's no point in wearing pink or any kind of red in the summertime for me. I wear like cool colors like blues and turquoises and greens. But in the wintertime, I wear pink.
Ugh. Most of my clothing is pink.
Funny enough, like, pink actually looks good on me when I'm not red from the sun.
Yeah. I wonder how it'll look with your red hair now.
It'd be cute.
Yeah, because of the reds and the pinks and the nice colors.
Well, I think it's also that I have hazel eyes, so whenever you wear like pinks and reds, it looks really good.
Somebody said I had a Pepto-Bismol pink room growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done with it? Somebody said I like the name Phoenix. I don't think I can name a dog like a kid Phoenix. I don't know. Personally, I couldn't.
Yeah, Phoenix for me is not.
It's a bit too animalist.
No, I wouldn't say that. I've known people named Phoenix. Just for me, it's. I will say that it's one of those ambiguous names. Like, what is the word actually? It's not ambiguous. There's a word for names that can be used by either gender. But for me, it's just, I'm not a fan of the name Phoenix. I mean, if somebody else is named Phoenix, I don't care.
Somebody said, my name is Petra, and that's okay. I kind of like the name Petra. Petra?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, my wardrobe is black and pink.
Yep.
Mom will occasionally wear a slate purple or blue, but
yeah,
mostly pink.
I don't, even though I really like the color light blue, it doesn't really go well with me. Turquoise looks really good on me. Like if I'm gonna wear a blue, it either has to be like a really pretty, like a royal, like a classic blue, or it can be, like I said, it can have like green tint to it, but I can't do like light blue, like Carolina blue. I can't do it. As much as I love the color, because I do, I can't do it.
You even tried to do a house that color, didn't you? Like,
I did do the Carolina blue with the brown. That was back whenever that was really popular. But
thank you, Sharina.
Everything stays really dirty.
Hi, Rachel. Been watching your channel since the beginning. Thank you so much for educating us about this awesome breed. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm so tired.
Zaya, Stefan.
Oh, here's a new one. We're working on it. It's coming out pretty quick on this one.
Somebody said, "But your shirt."
Well, that's why I said this one has that Turk. See, this one's breached too, but this one made it. Alrighty.
Oh, you see it? It's out already?
It's out already. There we go. This one's blue. Alrighty. Alright, there you go.
It's a blue baby?
Yep. See, they can make it if they're breached so long as they're in the sack. And this one was in the sack. I can breathe. I don't know why they go breach like that. It really sucks. I mean, it's scary. I mean, this one made it, obviously, like I said, but it's still very scary.
Oh gosh, people are already guessing genders here. Boy.
I can't see yet, so I don't want to disrupt her. I think it's a boy, I think.
This is a big puppy.
Pretty decent, yeah.
Around the size of the other one?
Yeah, not as big as the
did
first
it just hit its head?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Let me get that. Let's scoop you up. Confirm. Oh, no, female.
Female. Wow, we got another female, you guys. Did you keep a female in this litter now?
Mm-hmm. I do get a female out of this litter, yes. Thank you for the beautiful babies, Belladonna. Beautiful babies. Congratulations on another life, baby. Congratulations. Congratulations. Alrighty.
You worked so hard.
There you go.
Name her Bluebell.
I can breathe. Each one that comes out right, I can breathe.
Breathe, mother, breathe.
Yep.
I'm so tired. I'm going to bed, everybody. Good night.
Let's see what that is. Is that the? There's a placenta.
Ew.
She is so full of milk, it's not even funny. She's just like, geez, dude.
She's having them pretty quickly.
Yeah, she's having them at a pretty steady rate, which is good. Pretty baby girl.
All right, let's start guessing the next color. Everybody's like, oh, no, what's the next color? I think it's going to be a brindle, like a black brindle or something. Somebody said, I bet the rest will be boys.
Dude, this, I know it's going to sound crazy, but I can already see the difference in these pups versus Pascal. These females have really good rear angulation.
How do you already know?
I can see it. Like, I can literally see it. Like, it's like, whoa. All right, good girl.
She burping.
Yeah. Like, I can literally see it. It's pretty wild. This blue female's longer in the body, too. For sure.
I can't wait to cuddle with these babies, you guys.
That's crazy, man. Thank you, Jesus.
You gotta thank God, too. I think you did. You said thank God and thank Jesus. To all the people texting Mom on Instagram, thank you.
It's always amazing to me how they know how to be mothers so fast.
Yeah. But don't human mothers do, too?
No.
No? I don't know how to be mothers.
Human mothers need their mother to kind of help them, like, to, like, they need help. Like, we're a more, kind of like more of an intricate social species than the dogs are. They have a lot more instinct. You're a good girl. You're such a good girl. You're such a good mama. Here you are. You're a good mama girl. You're such a good mama. You could tell how much more relaxed she is now that she has babies. She was not happy after the first one. I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah. Dude, her milk is like, good God.
Is it like what you were talking about before where the baby's crying and it's just like...
Dude, there's so much milk. So much milk, dude. It's not even funny. Like they look painful. There's so much milk in there. Jesus.
Somebody said this is not her first letter. It is. That's her first letter. Bellow's litter's gonna be fat with all that milk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just blue, or is it blue brindle?
Can't tell yet. Are you paying attention to the comments?
Yeah, nobody's asked any questions yet.
Okay.
They're all just, fun fact, human labor is so dangerous and difficult because our pelvis adapts to walking upright. Our babies are born not ready compared to other mammals because they would not fit through later.
Mm-hmm.
This is not Batista's first time breeding.
Yep. We had one other litter with him, which was with Velocity,
Which produced Pascal.
and which produced Pascal, and he was a brindle, and then we had one that didn't make it, and that one was a blue.
Rachel, what are you hoping to see in this litter?
Healthy puppies. Literally just healthy puppies at this point. I don't have any. I mean, obviously we breed because we want to better the breed, and so we want to produce really good puppies, but all things considered, the most important thing to me is healthy puppies.
Let's see. Are you planning to keep a Zoe and Preacher male? Are you breeding Zoe and Preacher?
Eventually, yeah.
Is she pushing anymore?
No.
She's giving herself a break.
Looks like she has them about every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The first one is always the hardest. After that, they tend to go pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Especially like once the puppies start nursing, that really helps.
Yeah. Were you able to get rid of the sunflowers you had growing at one time? We just kind of let them grow. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They go down with time. What's the most important thing for a newborn puppy?
To stay warm and to keep nursing. You really want to make sure that they get that first milk, which is called colostrum. But those, I would say, are the most important things.
Thank you, Mistress. They donated. They said, Rachel, how was Savannah's pregnancy delivery? When she was born, my mom got my sister on 2 pushes, and me not so much.
I actually delivered her very well. She was out pretty quickly. I'm not going to say 2 pushes, but she was out in less than 30 minutes. The hardest part for me was waiting to get my epidural. Oddly enough, I like, it was kind of a weird labor. Like, I was kind of exhausted, so when they gave me the epidural, I pretty much fell asleep. And by the time I woke up, it was like ready to, it was go time. And then I had her. So
The birds are asleep. Somebody said my mom fell asleep in the middle of giving birth to me and refused most of the drugs they tried to give her.
I will say that I didn't take anything after. Like, they try to give you painkillers when you have the baby, and I wouldn't take any of that. But I did take the labor medication.
Somebody said my epidermal didn't work.
Oh my God, it was horrible. Didn't work. Did you have like scoliosis? I watched a horrible story about a girl, a YouTuber actually. Horrific story. She had scoliosis, and very traumatic story. Very traumatic story. Like, if you ever want to have children, don't watch it. Although I will say that I had actually watched, like, as a kid, I had actually watched all the horror stories or this and that about giving birth and people who had died and things like that. I still had babies. I still had Savannah. So. The only thing that I'm like, it made me glad that I didn't like live like in the old days, because I'm Rh negative, and Rh negative is like really bad for childbirth. It's like okay for the first baby typically, but anything other than that, you probably weren't going to have children. And so it made me, like, thankful that I lived in a time where science has advanced and they knew about that and had ways of dealing with it.
Somebody asked if the dogs or if the birds have started barking yet.
Doesn't Enzo bark?
Kind of.
More than that, he does my dog whistles, which is awkward. It's kind of like, now when I do my own whistles, in my mind, I think I'm copying Enzo, even though, like, I know that in fact Enzo copied me, but it's still pretty funny.
Somebody said, is Savannah the -2?
I don't know what her blood type is.
No, we haven't checked.
Yeah.
Somebody said Bristol and Genesis are beautiful names.
Yeah, Bristol's pretty. Genesis is pretty. There's actually one of Nirvana's sister is named Genesis, actually.
Someone said, Rachel, was there anything genetic you're worried about passing to Savannah? I don't want to have kids for a lot of mental health stuff.
So I will say that's really responsible of you. Like, a lot of people don't consider whether or not they should have kids. You know what I mean? For those kinds of things, there are some people when it's like really serious, like not necessarily mental, but like other stuff. And I will say that like their environment plays a big part in some things like that. So I wouldn't say, every single person that has, depression or something shouldn't have children. And we do have medical advances as far as like medications and stuff for that. But no, I don't have any. Like the only thing that runs in my family is I think it's like microvalve. It's like a heart condition. But my mother didn't have it, and I didn't have it, and so
She hasn't showed any signs of having any kind of heart condition.
I actually have a really strong heart. So, so for me, it didn't feel like I didn't feel that it was like if I had had that. Although I will say that at the time that I got pregnant with Savannah, I would not have had the foresight to even be thinking like that. But I do have like, I think one aunt and there's other family members that have had to have like when they were born, they had to have like open heart surgery. So, like I said, I personally didn't have it. There are no heart problems. In my father's family, there's none in Savannah's family. So in a way, we're kind of breeding away from it. Other than that,
other than anxiety.
Yeah, I will say that. Like my mother has anxiety, and I don't know that I would say that I have, like, I guess I have anxiety. It's just kind of like, for me, I don't know why. I don't like, I know that this culture is really big on like embracing things like that. Whereas when I was growing up, it wasn't something that you wanted to embrace. And I personally, like, I don't have what I think to be anxiety. I think that we always want to put a label on stuff. I don't know. There are I don't know that. Like, I don't think that it's necessarily unhealthy to be thinking about your future. You know what I mean? Like, when I think about, like, do I have anxiety? Like, the only thing I have, like, anxiety about, and I put that in quotations, is, like, getting old and not having saved up enough money to be able to take care of myself. Those are the kinds of things that I think about. And I don't think that is something that other people don't think about. I think that it's a very logical thing to think about. Like, you need to be able to, you can't just like, live your life like that doesn't happen. Like, you don't get old and you don't lose the ability to like work,
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
So you have to be planning. And I've seen people in that situation that didn't. And that's a very scary thought to me. And so for me, we just don't live in, we don't have enough support for our elderly, unfortunately. And then of course, being in foster care, I was like locked up, you know what I mean? Like for a lot of my life, especially because I lived in a lot of like group homes and stuff. And so I don't want to be like locked up again whenever I'm older. Like I don't like the idea of being in a nursing home where they tell you when you can leave and you don't get to have pets, and like they make all these rules and you're basically back in foster care again. You're just old. I don't want to be in that situation. I'd rather be able to be old and die in my own home, you know, and like have somebody that I could pay to like look after me. Or even have Savannah, you know, like in the old days where your children actually look after you. But I don't think that that is like anxiety. So I think that if you're an intelligent person, you're going to think about the future and whether or not you're prepared for it. And I think the problem is when you think about it, but then you don't do anything to prepare for it. That will give you anxiety. But if you think about it and then you act and you prepare, then it's just being, you know, prepared, for lack of a better word. So I don't think that that's anxiety. But my mother has a very heavy anxiety. Savannah has anxiety. So I think that I'm not going to say that if you have like clinical anxiety, like, you know what I mean? Like you have panic attacks and stuff like that. Like whenever I used to be undiagnosed celiac, I used to have panic attacks. But once I stopped eating gluten, I stopped having panic attacks. So I know how bad they can be. And I know that if you have them and it isn't nutritional based, that's not something you can just think your way out of. You know what I mean? So I totally get that. But I do think that if you have anxiety, I do think that the best thing you can do is kind of work to make your fears untrue if you can. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying it's a cure, but I am saying that it can help. So, you know, like whatever it is that you're afraid of, just try to work really hard, you know, if you, like I said, if you can, to make that not true, you know? So if your, you know, anxiety is about, you know, whatever, like, you know, having children too young, then don't have children, you know what I mean, too young, right? Like don't be engaging in behaviors that could put you in that situation. Anyway, yeah. Anything else?
I'm looking right now.
Dude, my leg is asleep. Oh my God, my butt. Oh, my butt, my poor butt. Oh, it's really like my butt cheek. It's like one butt cheek. TMI, Rachel, TMI.
Guys, we're not throwing the pup away. He said you can't just throw the pup away. At least where I'm from, it's legal.
We bury our dead.
We're not like crazy animals that are just like, oh, let's just throw it in the trash. But it's better to have them, like we can't do that right now. It's dark outside and we don't have a certain spot for it.
Oh, God, my leg.
So I said maybe stand up a bit.
No.
Why?
I don't want to make her uncomfortable.
Somebody asked why you're in foster care. Why you were in foster care?
Because my mother was a drug addict. And she used to leave me at people's houses so she could go do drugs. And then eventually, I was in a foster home for like a year.
Thank you, Jeff.
And I was doing really good. And she got me back. But by that time, I was like mad at her. I was like 7, so I had
Was that the one?
opinions.
The family that we know now?
No.
Oh.
And I used to tell her like I hated her, and I would misbehave, and then one day she was like, "Okay, if you don't want to be here, you can go," and she gave me CPS, which is Child Protective Services. Is that kitty purring? Oh, that's so sweet. I think I was like, maybe I was like 6 when that happened, because I was 7 when I went into foster care. So.
Shady T says I was adopted by my grandma. My mom was an alcoholic. She left my sister and I alone in our apartment. I've heard about that happening.
Yeah. That's actually how I got to Texas, because I was born in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And we lived in this apartment complex with her and my brother and his dad. They were married at the time. And then one day, she hopped on the back of a motorcycle with this guy that they knew and took off and was gone. And so my brother's dad, he brought us to Texas to his parents' house. And I don't know why, but I think that she came and got me, and then she dropped me off at these people's house, and then they called CPS. And that was the first time that I got taken. And like I said, then she got me back after that, and that's whenever I left. But I do remember, like, whenever I saw her again, she was like so skinny I couldn't recognize her. I remember that. Like, I didn't recognize her. Interesting stuff.
Somebody says I wish it was just me and my mom living in a house with a bunch of pussies.
Savannah could tell you.
It's not as enjoyable as it may look.
It's work. I'm not going to say it's not enjoyable.
It's enjoyable, yes, but
it's work.
Mistress, thank you, or if that's how you say that. I just wanted to send a message of love and support to you, Savannah and Bella, and everybody in the chat for the things we survived. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll say. It is work.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Because you see people in this one TikTok we made, it got over like 42K something likes. Everybody's like, I'm so jealous. I wish I lived with all those dogs. And I was like, well, just letting you know, you have to spend all your time that you spend on TikTok with these dogs.
Well, they have to be let out to go to the bathroom. They have to be
3
fed.
3 times a day. Certain dogs can't be let out together.
Yeah. They have to be cleaned up after.
Jamie, Blood, and Bugs. Hey, Rachel, Savannah, Belladonna, Oso, Colo, and Liberty say hello.
Yeah.
I'm here if you need me.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I hope you guys are doing well as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I tell Savannah all the time, like, no matter what you do, it's a lot of work. And like, for me, it is a lot of work, but it is nothing compared to having to go into work every day and deal with coworkers and a boss and customers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's not even comparable. For me, this is very easy. And there are hard moments. Like, how many people do you know, other than like certain jobs where you deal with death on the level that we do, right? Like,
other than like CP, like the not CPR,
like cops, and like, if if you are a cop or maybe you're like a paramedic or you're in a hospital, like there are jobs where you do deal with that. But most people with your office jobs or things like that or whatever, like
or working at like
like customer service,
not a cemetery, but what's the other place, like cremation place?
Mortuary.
Mortuary,
Yeah.
yes.
Very few people kind of deal with the harsh realities of life like that, and so.
Also, people are asking what I meant by we can't let certain dogs out together. Well,
so when we let the dogs go to the bathroom, we open up the back door and we let them go to the bathroom, and we don't supervise the dogs. We have, and so and I've told people about this before, my dogs get along when I am present. When I am not present,
they think they run shit.
Yeah, they cannot be trusted alone.
Which is why they've continuously broken the underneath of the house and stuff like that.
No, I will say it's not even that. Like, it's kind of like you wouldn't leave like your toddlers alone. You know what I mean? They would get into trouble, right? Mm-hmm. Like dogs will get into trouble, and they'll get into trouble with each other. Like I don't let, for example, Savannah let Blondie and Velocity out together today. And I heard a little bit of a scuffle, and I let her know, and I asked her, I said, who do you have out together? And she was like, oh, Blondie and Velocity. I was like, no. Bring them back in.
That's because they're in heat, or they were in heat.
Yeah, they're very hormonal right now. And it's just one of those things where some dogs, like I said, can be trusted out together, and some dogs cannot. They will challenge each other when I'm not present. And so we just don't do it. If I'm there, it's not to say that my dogs won't challenge each other whenever I'm there. You guys have seen it. They do. But I interrupt that. I get onto them. I let them know, hey, cut it out. And they stop because they know that I'm the one in control. But when I'm not there, they'll try to sort things out amongst each other. It's kind of like if you had, like, if you ran a prison and you let all your inmates out on the yard, but nobody was watching. You know what I mean? Like, if they have any disagreements between them, they're going to use that time that's unsupervised to try to beat each other up. But when I'm there, as the guard, they behave themselves, right? Kind of like same thing with like kids. If you were to let kids,
if you leave kids in a classroom alone without a teacher,
exactly, yeah,
believe me, we will wreck shop.
Yeah, like tear each other apart. So,
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this one TikTok from this person. And she comes in there and she's like, I can hear you guys. She's like acting like the teacher. And there's a dude who's acting like, it was funny, like a teacher. And he's like, he did another one in a bus. He was like, the volume in this bus is astronomical. Yeah. And I was like, that's so true though. And she's like, from now on, we will not be talking. And when you leave this bus, you will apologize to the bus driver.
Yeah.
When Alpha's away, the dogs will play.
Exactly, yeah.
So I said, only 45 days left for TikTok unless U.S. companies buy it.
I thought Bill Gates bought it.
Did he buy it?
That's what Reese told me. Reese told me he bought it.
Thank you, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I've been in the hospital for health reasons, and watching your channel brings me joy. Thank you so much for sharing with the world. Dayana. Let me see. Has anyone bought? Oops, nope. Bought TikTok?
You should ask, did Bill Gates buy TikTok? That's the real question. finally starting to push again.
I think Microsoft says they might buy TikTok.
Oh, might buy TikTok. Okay. Well, that is Bill Gates.
Is Microsoft sure it wants to buy TikTok?
Yeah. It's so interesting how, like, whenever TikTok was that other app, like, really no, but like, I mean, it was used, but not to the, like, musically, but not to the level that it is now.
Dude, I remember Musically.
All they did was change the name, and it just blew up. So weird. Good girl.
Yeah, Microsoft confirms talks to buy TikTok in U.S. Aims to finish deal by September 15th.
Yep.
It only bought it for $1.5 trillion.
No way.
An acquaintance of TikTok would open up a vast user base of digitally savvy teens and 20-something for
There's no way that I would spend that much money
$1.5 trillion
on that app. That's like not. No way. You are so cute. I'm just loving on her. Just loving on her.
You should show them. Oh wow. The U.S. Army and Navy have banned service members from downloading the app. So the members of the U.S. Army and stuff like that cannot download TikTok, which they used to be.
Yeah. They're saying that there's like a bunch of like stuff on it that gives access to like other stuff. Like it's supposed to be like spyware basically. Oh, I'm so tired. Oop.
I shouldn't be laughing about that. I don't know why, but when they said whenever I looked up who bought TikTok, something came up about Charli D'Amelio, saying that she was found deceased.
Oh Lord, jeez.
They said, which isn't funny, but of TikTok overdose.
Oh my God, that's not funny.
It's not funny at all. I don't know what adult that is funny or whoever. So yeah, it's not funny.
Yeah. Watch out for that baby.
India's banned TikTok.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't really go on TikTok, so. Somebody said TikTok is spyware. Although I do kind of get why they wouldn't be able to use it in like the army and stuff, because if they're spying on them.
Yeah.
Misha's name isn't Ivanka. What? Is that somebody else's name or something?
Trump's ex-wife, I think it is.
Well, no. Somebody said has the dachshund Ivanka been rehomed?
No, not yet.
Prima donna. That would be really cute. Belladonna and prima donna.
Oh, that is really cute. Call her Prima for short.
Prima. Sounds a Tempest Prima.
I like that. Is there another phone for me?
It should be. Don't you have it? I handed it to you.
Dadgummit.
I told you to move it because she almost birthed the baby on it.
I don't know.
I'll call it for
You're
you.
still so hot. Can you like help out in that regard by like lowering the air conditioner?
Mm-hmm.
It's muy
It's on 68. What do you want
It's
on?
muy caliente. 67. Oh, whoa.
What do you feel like buzzing under your
Yay,
butt?
here it is. You're right.
I told you guys.
Oh my gosh. Really do just belladonna labor too.
Yeah, dude, I was in a hurry. She was just now birthing the baby. I was like, oh shoot. 2. Not part 2, just 2. And so far she has only had 2 puppies and we're at 2 hours. I'm gonna go turn that music. Oh.
What shows or movies have we been watching lately?
Mom has been watching Dr. Pull.
I've been watching a lot of Dr. Pull. Yeah. I now can diagnose a horse that has choke. I would know what I was looking at. There was something else. It's pretty ridiculous. You get to the point when you watch Dr. Pull, when something happens, you're like, oh, it's this. And then you could be right. It's pretty funny. Hi, Diane. Netflix recommendation. I haven't been watching Netflix, unfortunately. So
out of his cage. Poor baby.
What? How did he get out of his cage?
I don't know. I left it open.
You left it open?
You guys want to see Enzo? I'll show you because y'all wanted to see him. Don't poop on the piece. He's so tired though. Oh, baby.
Well, you better put him up. It's 1:30 in the morning. Don't have him out.
I can't sleep on him.
No, Sveta, put that bird up. Oh, he's so look at that love. He's so sleepy. Put that baby bird up. He's so tired. Enzo. Poor sleepy. Oh, baby. Poor baby. Poor sleepy baby. Oh, you better put that bird away.
I'm having sleep on him.
No, put him in his bed and let him sleep. Don't be selfish. Put him to bed.
He's so cute. Oh, Enzo, I love you.
He's so sweet. Sons of Anarchy, I loved. My parrot is doing really well. He's in his cage right now because I'm a responsible bird owner. I will say I've had the hardest time getting him off pellets. I at least got him off that crap that they had him on. It's like it looks like Fruit Loops. I don't know. It's like colored, whatever. It's really bad for them. So
Preacher's so upset right now.
Yeah, I tried to get him on just straight fresh food, but he won't just eat fresh food. So what I have to do is I have to take his chop, and then I have to kind of hide the pellets in the chop, and then he will then kind of eat both. And another thing I've been doing is like I'll put a little bit of fruit in his like vegetable chop to kind of like soften it up a bit.
Your cat attacked me.
And so anyway, so it kind of like soaks into the pellet a little bit. So I don't know. But yeah, that's the hardest part about having him is that he just doesn't like fresh food. He just wants to eat pellets. you know. So like I said, luckily we got him off the crappy pellets, but an eclectus really doesn't need to be on pellets at all. They need to just be on fresh food. And so that's been hard. But I'm still trying, you know what I mean? I try every day, I try.
Serena, what kind of TV do you watch? I watch anime.
So my birds are quiet at night. You won't hear them at all.
They sleep.
Belladonna is not done having puppies. Aria is not in heat yet.
Somebody said here comes another baby.
Yeah, seems like she is starting to get a little uncomfortable. I've been working with Nirvana. I've taken her out a lot. I've been working on stacking her. And I recently got in touch with a handler today, and she is going to help me with learning how to handle to show my own dogs, which is really cool. So it's going to be a lot of work. She's a woman that is a professional, and she does not suffer fools. So it's going to be, tough, but I really, I really look forward to it. Yeah, I love Supernatural. Love Supernatural.
You still watch it?
Well, it's canceled now. It's over. It's done.
Oh.
What are you doing over there?
I'm looking at the comments.
You better not be trying to sleep. I see you.
No, I'm definitely sleeping.
Just because I'm looking doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to continue.
Yeah.
I can tell that she's pushing again pretty hard. And you all right, baby girl? And so, a little growler. Look at you growling. Look at you growling. You want me to move him for you? There you go. Oh, there you go. Now you can lay down. All right. Wentworth was really good too. That's a good one. I've seen that. Out of curiosity, why did you breed Blondie after saying you won't multiple times? I bred Blondie because of the fact that whenever I initially was looking at her scores, not even her scores, when I was looking at her x-rays, I didn't know what I was looking at. That was the first batch of dogs that I had ever health tested, and I thought that she had bad hips. But then I got her results, and her hips were not bad. And so I decided to breed her because my mentors, other people that have been breeding for a lot longer than me, said that it wouldn't be a problem to breed her. And so a lot of people have focused on the video where I said that I wouldn't breed her, but they never focused on the video where I talked about why I was going to breed her. And I think that people in general just want to find a reason to criticize me and to try to look for something that I've done wrong. And they kind of focus on that as being like proof in their eyes that I'm a bad person, that I've done something bad, therefore I'm a bad person or I'm a bad breeder. And all I can say is that, as a breeder, I made my own decision of what I was going to do. I took the advice of other people that have been doing it a lot longer than me. And I produced an absolutely phenomenal dog, Nirvana, from that litter. So it clearly was not a mistake, because if it was, then Nirvana wouldn't be such a wonderful dog. So so I wish that people would stop, like, I wish that people would stop trying to find things bad about me and actually look at the good that I've done, instead of trying so hard to find every little thing that they don't like about what I've done. That it's just, to me, I don't understand it.
That's what I mentioned. Blondie's a great producer.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there will come a time when I will make a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I've never claimed to be a perfect person, and I don't believe in perfect people. You know what I'm saying? I believe in trying to be the best person that you can be, and be as honest as you can be, which is why I even talked about Blondie in the first place. Like, if I wasn't an honest person, I would have hid her hip results and I never would have said anything, and I would have just bred her. You know what I mean? Like, if I was as bad as the people that constantly bring that up think I am, then I wouldn't have even said anything. I would have just said, oh, her hips are great, and I would have just bred her. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that people used their brain more in those kinds of situations. And but I know that is not going to change. If you don't like somebody, no matter what they do, you'll always see their behavior as what you think it is. You know what I mean? Like, they can do something, but because you think a certain way about them, you'll interpret what they did in a certain way, and not actually as what happened. But, you know, it's like, I think that's like the whole idea of like rose-colored glasses. It's like everything you see is tainted because you have these glasses on. So that's just my opinion on that. Or, you know, what I have to say about that. My favorite dog now. I would have to say my favorite dog is Preacher, but it's kind of like asking, like, what's your favorite child? You know what I mean? It's hard to say that I have like a favorite. Let's see what else. I have blood on my forearm. Yep, I do. Savannah, can you give me a baby wipe?
Yes, I am. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm gonna go to bed.
No, you can't abandon me.
Okay.
We still have so long to go.
Guys, I'm so tired. We'll probably be sleeping all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't go calling mom, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Good push. About time, girl. We got to get moving. I'm trying to get to bed, girl.
We got a couple more. We've had 3 so far, and she possibly has 7, maybe 8.
Mm-hmm.
Racing says
Well,
8.
the vet said 6.
Really?
Yeah, the vet said 6. Some people have seen possibly 7. Some people said they saw possibly 8.
Reese saw 8. Reese hopes there's 8. I agree with Reese.
goodness. Which fur color, like which coat color do I like the most? I really like black dogs the most. Oh yeah, I love the show Peaky Blinders. Love Peaky Blinders. The Peaky Blinders. I didn't say it. Can somebody tell me why people do more than one question mark and what that means? When I see more than one question mark, in my mind, I think to myself, like, are you yelling?
No, it's just questions. I do it too. You just.
I don't like it. I don't know why people do it, but I don't like it. So should Misha's breeder take her back? No, because Misha was imported from Russia. So the foreign people do not have the kinds of rules that American breeders do, and it would not financially be practical to ship the dog back to Russia. So yeah. Yeah, when I get those multiple question marks, I'm not gonna lie, typically I ignore it. I'm like, if you think that you're gonna like I said, like I see it as like disrespectful. I don't like it. Yeah. Maybe I'm old, but I don't like the multiple question marks. One question mark. That's all you need is one question mark. You don't need a lot. So what's my zodiac sign? I'm technically on the cusp between Aquarius and Pisces because I was born on the 21st of February. I don't get a lot of criticism for breeding velocity. I got the most criticism I've got in regards to velocity was not having a cesarean, but she had them naturally. So, but I've never had. I've maybe seen 2 comments with people being like, "Oh, she looks like a boxer," and that's from people that have no education on the breed, and so that's why they say that. But I don't have any. Like, I don't get bothered by people making comments whenever they don't know what they're talking about. Like if one of my friends that I trust and that I respect had a problem with me breeding velocity, then I would care. But when just some random person on the internet who doesn't know anything about the breed, whenever they have a problem with it, I could care less. All right. I have 3 tattoos. Somebody wants some attention. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, she was doing a little bit of pushing. Typically, when you start to get to the end of the puppies, it takes a little bit longer. So I did not breed American bullies. When I was breeding, there was the breed isn't the same as it is now. So do I think that I was breeding bullies now? Yes, but they weren't called bullies back then. In fact, there was no such thing as a bully back then. Bullies were being registered as American pit bulls. They're the breed registry had not been created for bully dogs. So if you ask me, was I breeding bully dogs? Well, no, they were registered American Pitbull Terriers. Now with hindsight, yes, they were absolutely what people would call American bullies now. Were all of mine American bullies? No, I did have some that were actually like, you know, pit bulls, but a lot of them were when I was looking, I wanted dogs that were actually used for work. So I focused on champion weight pull dogs. So I bought dogs right off of active champion weight pull dogs. Like my dog Terrible was off of a champion weight pull dog named Chugalug. So I didn't know that they were not, like, I didn't know that they were not real pit bulls. And I will say that some people, like, if you really get into it, some people would even say that, well, there is no such thing as a real pit bull. Like, even game dog people who bred like straight game, like fighting dogs, know that there's other stuff in them. They would put other terriers in them. So the idea of the purebred Pitbull Terrier is a myth in itself. If you watch Diane Jessup's interview, and she actually interviewed a lot of, she has a lot of printouts from Pitbull stud books and stuff from the time. There were larger dogs back then. So when I think of a bully dog now, I think of what they were when I was breeding, which were very different than what you see today. They were extraordinarily short. They were extraordinarily wide. They were not fit for function. And so anyway, so my dogs didn't look like that. So did I think at the time that I was breeding purebred American Pitbull Terriers? Yes. With hindsight now, do I realize that they weren't game dogs? Yes. Was I actively breeding like bully dogs? Well, that depends. Like I said, I mean, people that were breeding bully dogs were breeding for a very specific type of dog. And I was not breeding for that dog. So just because there are bully dogs now that look like the dogs that I was breeding back then, that doesn't, for me, that doesn't equate. If you refuse to acknowledge what was going on whenever I was breeding back then sure, you can paint the picture with that brush. But that is not, I did not have any razor's edge. I did not have any gaudy line. I did not have any of that stuff in my dogs. And the weight pull dogs were not considered bully dogs. They were, at the time, they were marketed as extra large red-nosed dogs is what they were marketed as. The bully dog thing was strictly short, you know, crazy wide dogs. And I was not breeding for those. I was not actively trying to breed bully dogs. Only whenever they got busted did they create the bully registry. And now you have all these different versions of bullies that look like some of the dogs that we were working with. Like Hulk, for example, has some of the same lines as some of the weight pull dogs that I was working with, like Camelot, for example. But at the time, as far as I know, Hulk has not been used for weight pull. You know, none of his lines have. And that cross that created that line was not done for the same reason that bully dog breeders are breeding their dogs. Chevy Red Dog, which is what created that line. They were Chevy line dogs. My dog was 4-time Chevy Red Dog. That cross was done for working purposes. The cross that created Chevy was a champion. I believe he was an American Bulldog. And he was allowed to breed into the line. They The ADBA allowed that breeding. It wasn't backyard breeding like what you see with bully dogs today. It was a sanctioned breeding for working purposes that a line of working dogs was created off of. So I get that question from people that want to try to point me, to try to like paint me as a bad person. Like, oh, weren't you breeding bully dogs? Well, at the time that I was breeding, that's not what a bully dog was. Are there bully dogs now that look like that? Yes, but not at that time. So you can't, the way I see it is you can't hold me responsible for what's going on now. You can hold me responsible for what was going on back then. And at that time, everybody believed that they were pit bulls. You know what I mean? Like, unless you knew somehow something that there's no way to know, you know, there's just, that's what everybody had. We were not the ones, we weren't working with that stuff. You know, bully dogs were very specific lines, very specific types of dogs. There weren't extra large bully dogs back then. So yeah, so that's what it is. Like I said, people that have been breeding back then when I was breeding would understand that. But if you're only working with the information available now, then yeah, you know what I mean? You might, you know, if you really want to say, well, Rachel was just a bully dog breeder, then sure, yeah. I mean, you could say that because of what the dogs look like now. But if you were alive back then, if you were breeding back then, if you were buying dogs back then, you would know that wasn't the case, because bully dogs were not what they are now. They were a very specific type of dog, and I wasn't breeding for that very specific type of dog. So, and the idea that pit bulls were only these 35-pound weight pull dogs, or pardon me, fighting dogs, that's not true. There, you know, it's just not true. There is evidence already that there were larger ones. And if you don't believe me, you have to watch the Diane Jessup interview where she talks about the fact that she has proof. She has the Pitbull Gazette that was out that had the stud advertisements for dogs that were already big back then. So that kind of breeding for larger pit bulls had been going on way before anybody started doing the crosses for weight pull or anything like that. So it's not as black and white as people like to pretend that it is. Somebody asked, have you ever seen a Dogo Argentino? Yes, I have. Preacher was my first Corso. Do I agree that XL and miniature dogs ruin breeds? No, I don't. I think that if you're breeding for health, like you health test your dogs, like for example, like, you know, the biggest breed out there is the Irish Wolfhound, right? Massive dogs, and they can be healthy. So I think that people who strictly focus on size, whether it be small, miniature, or big, that those people can give that type of breeding a bad name because they're not choosing good breeding stock. But I think that as long as an individual is health testing and breeding to the best of their ability, while breeding up in size, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Or breeding down in size, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's see here. What is a proper name for a Presa Canario and Italian Mastiff mix? That would be a mutt. Or if you want to be really nice, you could say a band dog. Yes, belladonna will be having more puppies. Somebody asked, why don't I like pits? I guess my question would be, why do you think I don't like pits? Let me see here. What is the definition of lines? It is a no different than your family line, right? It's a genetic line going back, right? So animals that are related is what it is. Let me see here. Tasty bacon. Corsos are not really at any risk of being bred with super short muzzles. They're actually being bred with longer and longer and longer muzzles to the point where they are losing their breed type. That's what I see more and more and more. The dogs that are getting health tested next are, I have an appointment on Wednesday, so next week, for Vitani, Valak, and Nirvana. Yes, Hulk is overweight. No, I don't know anything about Persian Mastiffs. She says, because you always saying how you like them, then pits. I'm sorry about that. Doesn't make any sense. You'd have to rephrase the statement. Would you ship a puppy overseas, considering the pandemic? Depends. Would you be willing to export to India? I don't know how. So yeah. I'm not gonna continue this conversation about how were my bullies bred. Like, if you wanna, I wasn't breeding bullies, so I'm not gonna. It's a ridiculous statement. So, like I said, at the time that I was breeding, that's not what a bully was. So, wasn't breeding for bullies. Cashmere is retired. Is it weird seeing myself on the phone in live time? I actually am not watching it. I have it paused on an ad. So yeah.
So it doesn't scream, not scream, but the noise doesn't come through.
I think if you have one Corso, you could get away with it. Let me see here. So somebody's saying I'm 80% sure Hulk isn't a purebred pit bull. I see a lot of Dogue de Bordeaux in him. Like I said before, I think that the myth of the purebred pit bull is just that, it's a myth. Even in game dog lines, there's a lot of people are honest about the fact that they were not. So I mean, so whenever I first started to learn about the dogs, and so I had books like I said from Diane Jessup, and I had done what I thought was my research